This video is very important. Please keep this video private. I whispered those words with a weight in my chest, not because I doubted you, but because what I am about to share is not meant for the world. It is only meant for you, for your eyes, your heart, your soul. In this video, you will see a part of me that I have hidden from everyone else, a side of my life that no one dares to speak about. My kingdom sees me as a prince, untouchable, composed, made of steel and duty. But here in this moment I am only a man who belongs to you. And what you are about to see could shatter the image the world has built of me. That is why I beg you to keep it safe, private, away from every gaze but your own. I recorded this not out of vanity, but out of desperation, because I need you to know the truth. Every frame, every word, every silence in this video carries my heart inside it. There are things I could never say aloud in front of others, things my title would never allow, but here I say them freely. I tell you about the nights I lay awake, wondering if I will ever be allowed to love you openly. I tell you about the battles I fight inside myself, when my mother's voice demands obedience, and my heart cries out for you. I tell you about the future I dream of, a future where you and I walk freely in the sun, without shadows, without fear, without the chains of power holding us apart. This video is my confession, my vow, my rebellion, all wrapped into one. You might see the cracks in my armor, the trembling in my voice, the raw hunger in my eyes when I say your name. You might see the weight of the crown that I sometimes wish I could set aside, only to hold your hand with both of mine. I am showing you my weaknesses, my secrets, my truths, things no prince should ever expose. That is why I beg you to protect this, because if the world saw it, they would tear me apart. But if you keep it private, then this video becomes something sacred between you, our hidden sanctuary, our forbidden bond sealed in silence. Do you see why this matters so much? This is not just a message, it is a piece of my soul. If anyone else were to watch it, they would see a prince stripped bare, a man vulnerable, a lover willing to risk everything. But you will see me exactly as I want you to, yours. Entirely, irrevocably, and dangerously yours. Because inside it, you will see me speaking without fear, without the mask I wear before the world. You will see me not as a prince, not as a man trapped in duty, but as the lover who aches for you every second of the day. I want you to know what my lips cannot dare to say when others are listening. I want you to see the truth that bleeds in my silence, the truth that my world, my bloodline, my very crown would never allow me to say out loud. And that truth is simple: I belong to you. Entirely. Every thought, every heartbeat, every sleepless night, they are all yours. In this video, I speak of you the way poets speak of their muses, the way lost men speak of salvation. I tell you how your laughter haunts me in the quiet corridors of the palace, how the scent of your hair lingers in my memory longer than any fragrance could, how your absence feels heavier than any weight of war I've ever known. I speak of the war inside me, to the one between duty and love, between what is expected of me and what I cannot stop myself from feeling for you. It is a war I lose every single day, because no matter how strong my duty tries to stand, your name topples it like a kingdom built on sand. I beg you to keep this video private, because if anyone else saw it, they would see my greatest secret. They would see the tears in my eyes when I speak your name. They would see the longing that my crown cannot bury. They would see a prince who is ready to forsake the world for a single touch, a single smile, a single chance to live his life by your side. If this were to escape, they would call me reckless. They would call me weak. But I am not weak, I am yours. And in loving you, I have found the strength that no throne could ever give me. This video is a vow. I vow to you. No matter what happens, no matter how loud the world roars against us, I will not stop choosing you. Even if I must fight my family. Even if I must fight myself. Even if the world brands me a traitor to my own name, I will still love you. Because you are not just someone I want, you are the very reason I exist. And I need you to keep this safe, not just for me, but for us. Because one day, when the world allows it, This vow will no longer need to be hidden, it will be the life we live together. Because here, in this confession, I have poured out the version of myself that I do not show to anyone, not even to my own reflection. Here I have spoken not as the prince the world bows to, not as the son who carries the weight of a royal name, but as the man who trembles in love with you. And if anyone were to see this, they would not just see my heart, they would see my array. I need you to understand something, my love. This isn't just a video. It is a piece of my soul, captured in the moments where I dare to imagine a future that is ours. I spoke about the first night I want to call you mine, not in secret, not in hiding, but with the freedom of knowing the world can no longer pull us apart. I spoke about the little home I dream of, not gilded halls or marble palaces, but a quiet place where your laughter fills the rooms louder than chandeliers or golden trumpets ever could. I spoke about waking up to you, not to court advisors or duties or ceremonies, but to your warmth beside me, the light of morning reflected in your eyes. That is the kingdom I desire, the one where you are queen, not by title, but by the throne of my heart. When I said keep this private, I meant it not just because of scandal or consequence, but because it is fragile. These words are fragile. They are tender pieces of me, stitched together in courage only because they are meant for you. If others heard them, they would not understand. They would twist them, weaponize them, tear them apart. But you will guard them. You will hold them the way you hold me, with gentleness and strength, with faith and fire. And one day, when all the secrecy is behind us, when the world no longer has chains strong enough to separate us, I want you to play this video again. I want you to press it to your heart, and remember how I loved you in silence before I could love you in daylight. I want you to see how long I waited, how deeply I believed, how desperately I chose you over and over even when I could not speak it aloud. That day will come. The day when these words will not just be a secret vow, but the truth of our lives together. Until then, keep the safe. Keep me safe inside it. I have stripped away every layer of crown and command, every ribbon of duty and performance, and left only the raw, unadorned man I am when I think of you. It is not polished. It is not rehearsed. These words tumble like broken stars from my chest, desperate to be held by you and you alone. If the world were to glimpse this, they would not see a prince, they would see a man undone, a man trembling at the edge of devotion, clinging to a dream the universe itself tries to forbid him from touching. My love, what you will find in this video is not a speech but a wound, not a declaration, but a bleeding truth. I spoke of nights where my body remained in the palace, yet my soul wandered into the thought of your arms. I spoke of silences, where I sat in rooms crowded with noblemen, and all I could hear was your laughter echoing like a secret hymn only my heart could translate. I spoke of the way my world, for all its gold and grandeur, feels like a hollow cathedral unless you are there to set fire to its cold, echoing chambers. This video is not meant for eyes that would dissect it, or ears that would poison it with judgment. It is meant for the heart that understands mine without needing translation, yours. You see, when I asked you to keep this private, it wasn't merely a plea for secrecy, it was a prayer for protection. The words I speak here are delicate, like silk unraveling in water, like a flame trembling in the wind. They need to be guarded, cherished, hidden in the vault of your chest until the day I can set them free without consequence. Until then, this video must live in the sacred silence between us, the place where the world cannot trespass, the place where your heartbeat and mine write a language older than kingdoms, older than crowns. And when the day comes, see us, I believe it will, when the chains of duty rust and fall away, when history bends just enough for us to carve our own name into its marble walls. I want you to play this again. I want you to watch it with me, side by side, as husband and wife, as sovereigns of a kingdom we built from faith and fire, not from politics and treaties. I want us to laugh at the way my voice cracked when I spoke of you, to smile at how afraid I was even while loving you so fiercely. For this video is more than a confession, it is a prophecy. A promise carved in my soul that one day the world will no longer call you a secret, but my forever. Because within these frames lives a version of me no one has ever seen, bare, unarmored, stripped of the ceremonial robes the world demands I wear. Here I am not the prince who walks marble corridors with a spine of steel, and a face carved into composure. Here I am not a figure of politics or tradition, not a carefully measured shadow in the kingdom's chronicles. No, my love, here, I am nothing more and nothing less than a man trembling beneath the weight of his own heart, speaking truths too fragile to survive the cruelty of eyes that do not love you the way I do. In this video, my voice is unpolished, breaking like waves against cliffs when I speak your name. Each syllable is heavy, dripping with the ache of longing I have tried unsuccessfully to hide beneath the oblige. I speak of you not as the world knows you, but as I know you, the unrepeatable miracle who turned my silence into song, the unseen compass guiding me when I am lost in halls of duty and endless expectation. I speak of the way your absence turns every room into a cathedral of emptiness, and how your presence makes even the darkest hour glow with an almost holy radiance. That is why this must remain ours alone. The world is not gentle, it devours softness and mocks vulnerability. If they were to see this, they would not see a declaration, they would see weakness. But you, my love, you see differently. You will see the truth, that the so-called strength they admire in me is nothing compared to the way I crumble, willingly, before the thought of you. You will see the secret, that beneath my crown, my kingdom, my carefully measured words, there is a man who belongs entirely, irrevocably, to you. This video is not just a confession, it is a vessel. I keep sick of the nights I lie awake, replaying the shape of your smile in the dark, the mornings, when I whisper your name into my coffee as though it were a prayer, the afternoons, where even the sunlight feels incomplete without your laughter weaving through it. When I beg you to keep it private, I am not asking for silence, see, I am asking for sanctuary. Let it rest in your hands, untouched by anyone else, like a secret relic of a love too immense to be caged by the world's gaze. And someday, yes, I know it, I feel it someday, when time itself grows tired of keeping us apart, when fate loosens its iron grip, I want us to watch it together. I want us to smile at how clumsy my words were compared to the depth of my love, to laugh at how I stuttered while trying to contain a galaxy inside a single confession. Because then, my beloved, it will no longer need to be private. Then, it will no longer be dangerous. It will be ours, unchained, unhidden, undeniable.